Oh, so I'll be completely honest with you, this one's mostly for YouTube. Because we started the Dragoon quests and I feel like we should finish them on stream, and I don't exactly have a plan to get it sorted alongside my main story stuff. So I'm just going to slip it in on a 8 AM on the Monday morning. And if I sound like crap, it's because it's 8 AM on the Monday morning. Ah, Samtony. Just the man I wish to see. We finished examining the Dragoon legends known to us but a short while ago. However, the priest bade me to make it clear to you, I completely forgot if I actually had sound on, I do. Make it clear to you that these kinds of legends are often told increasingly in colourful ways as years go on. Quite common it is for a mere scalekin or puck to, with the keeper's help, transform into a fearsome dragon. Suppose it should come as no little surprise. Legends gain fame by capturing the imagination of the masses. It would not do for an unadorned winged lizard to be the protagonist. But let us put the issue of authenticity to one side for a moment. Summarise the first tale which seemed most relevant on this piece of parchment. I pray to use in your search. Oh, and lastly, tell Hustienne that she is ever in my thoughts. Where's Earth? Where is that? Tail feather. Hi Tom, I know it's too early. It's so early in fact that emote only doesn't want to come off. Hey! I'm expecting it to go back on again and come off again and go on again, come off again. It's far too early. Oh! Guess what I got earlier? I can now do this. Nom nom nom. Nom. Delicious. Can I fly here? Oh, that will make this so much quicker. No, you could just slash apple. You do need the book for it though. I'll be honest, the way that my voice feels right now, my throat feels right now, I feel like I'm talking a bit like different to normal. And if I am, I'm going to blame the fact that it's 8 AM on a Monday. Would that parchment happen to me from mine eyes? Why yes, it would. Here you go. Ah yes. I would never forget Sir Albrecht's exquisite handwriting. This information shall be of great use, I'm sure. Let's see. It seems he thinks we ought to commence our search with the slumbering worm of Girabania. Oh God, what sort of a voice did you have? This is my first time seeing these parchments that men use. Fascinating indeed that you can share information in such a manner. Dravanian history is chronicled not with letters but through song. These verses have taught me much about my father's consort. You say? Well, knowing her name could only aid the search. Pray accompany me to Onkai to the ruins of the Fist of Raga temple in the fringes. Sir Albrecht states that this is where the origin of the slumbering worm lie. The journey ahead is long. It will benefit us not to delay our departure any longer. Whistle for me when you have reached our destination. I shall come to your side. All the way to Yerbania. So it's just like, yeah, actually, we need you to go all the way to Doma. I'm like, but why? I think the worst part is I've not actually done any of my quests except for like the main story ones for my ether currents, which means I can't fly anywhere. Every time I've been like, I'll sort it later, I'll sort it later. That is unlikely at best to happen. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm going the right direction. Yeah. Yes, I am. Come on. Hey! Skyrim is wet. How are we all doing anyways? I can't really inhale too deeply because I have a very strange stabbing pain in my back. Just below my shoulder blade. Imagine that it's one of my muscles cramping. It would seem man is capable of using lots of styles when creating buildings. I had been expecting something similar to those found in the churning mists. Let us venture inside and see if cannot be found. My dude. It's Your help, if you please. So we just walk in and just like, hey there, welcome to Wendy's. Would you like a burger? I don't remember if it was the Heavensward one or the Stormblood one, but I absolutely loved one of the Black Mage quests. Going like on top of a tower and doing this whole meteor fight is amazing. I had been admiring the craftsmanship of man when it suddenly moved towards me. Though I struggle to believe this is what the legend refers to as the slumbering worm. Researching the slumbering worm, are we? It's always nice to see others take up an interest in history, even if it is entirely shallow. Wait, you know of the slumbering worm? We've journeyed here for this very purpose of meeting that dragon. Ha 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 ha! You Dravanians could do with studying up on your history. The time when one could meet the worm has long since passed. High Priest Heimat, also known as the Slumbering Worm, departed this world 300 years ago. The Slumbering Worm was mere man. But of course, why would you think otherwise? Heimat was a monk renowned for his mastery of meditation. Though when necessary, he was quite capable of harnessing his worm-like strength to trounce his foes. He and the Slumbering Worm alias after 100 men, however, fell asleep. Well, it seems we must begin our search anew. I worry I too may become a slumbering worm, should I listen to this tiring man any longer. Let us pay a visit to Sir Elberic instead. Anyone Eustian holds in such high regard can surely aid our hunt. Bye. It's a little bit rude to. I mean, I suppose we did at least say bye, but. It's really rude. Like, yeah. We don't actually need to be here, so we're just gonna leave. Bye. Oh yeah, I got some carbuncle shoes, which aren't actual shoes. They're just. Why'd I come here? Wrong direction entirely. Yes, Shadow. 1 6-hour firmament stream. Well, funny you should say that. Because it's never. I may have just spent the last like 2 and a bit hours there. Oh, in fact, a lot longer than 2 and a bit hours. Crikey. I might have just spent a lot of time there. But in order to actually make it worth it, I'm going to need to stock up on whatever this Rami thread is. A bunch more crystals. And I'll be crafting these. So basically, as soon as I get enough of these, that can do one. Good morning, Saturday. Our friend here has informed me the truth behind the legend. My apologies for not looking deeper into the story before bringing it to your attention. Our next destination lies in the far east. Tell me, have you set your foot in the region before? Yes, I have. Port city named Kukani. Sounds positively fascinating. I imagine it would be a fine place to begin looking into this legend. Regrettably, I do not think On Kai will be able to accompany you on this journey. But how do you expect me to find Fauna without a dragon in tow? Your plight is well understood, On Kai. It is truly a shame your wings do not match your ambition. Though mayhap I have not fully considered all options available to us. Do you owe a great debt? Why are you here? You should be asleep. Sam. A lot of mining. I don't think I should need to do mining, to be fair. To be fair, I could probably just buy the crystals, and I'm definitely going to buy that thread, because there's no way I'm going to be able to craft that thread. Yeah, I could always just... and buy the crystals, buy the thread, head into the firmament thing, I could do that, I could, but I really need to get this sword, and I would also be leaving that behind, getting all the story stuff sorted, because I really need to get the story stuff sorted. As soon as I'm fully caught up with Shadowbringers, I can start on Endwalker, and I can start not having to dodge as many spoilers, and I'm really looking forward to not having to dodge spoilers. Alright. We do owe you a great debt for all you've done for Hustian. Allow me some time. I shall see to it you are able to follow Sanctity to the far east. You have my thanks, Sir Alberic. Oh, I wish I could set off at this very moment. Perhaps a spot of hunting would be enough to calm me down. Pray, call me when preparations are complete. At the very least, we know that Hustian will not have wanted for company since leaving Ishgard. Sadly, I may struggle to secure passage to the east in such quite a timely manner as he would like. Pray keep your lance arm honed. There is no knowing just what you might face in the Offord. I mean, it says that, but I've fought a lot of stuff over there. A lot of stuff. Ah, pleased me to tell you that I've at last discovered a means to have a young friend safely transported to Kugane. God, I can read, it's just 'cause it's early. And all that. And you would be correct in that, Tom. You would be correct in that. I've reached an agreement with the owner of an establishment in the area. I believe its name was Bukaisen Hot Springs. Converse with him once you are arrived in Kugane. He shall tell you of Onkai's whereabouts. I took the liberty of making the little one aware of a few local legends. Hopefully this shall aid you in your hunt for I'll be honest, I can't tell how to pronounce that name, and I'm too tired to even properly try to pronounce it. So, until such a point that I have not only slept, but also can process the name, it's just going to be called Fe. Which personally, I think it's completely fine. Just to go around calling a dragon Fe. Oh, I moved too soon. I was rather hoping that it would have been finished and then... Oh no. Let me move, thank you. I was stuck. You probably heard all the furious spacebar pressing. Oh god. Come on, call! Burns, cuts, embarrassing rashes. There is not the mystical waters of the Bukaisen hot springs cannot heal. Oh, you say your name is Sanctity Dragus? Why, a package just arrived for you. I shall fetch it right this instant. I shipped him in a box, didn't I? Someone, anyone, release me from this icy prison. Dead. They shipped him in a box. Ugh. What's that blasted Dragoon thinking? It's all well and good for him to tell me to simply sleep through the journey. He is not the one stuffed in a crate of ice crystals. In the boat, oh, how it rocked. Admittedly, he is right in thinking dragons capable of entering a non-slip-like state. But we are not bears. We do not require freezing cold temperatures to achieve this. Ugh. My fangs are like icicles. That said, I must admit I enjoyed my best sleep for many years. At any rate, now we are both here. We can resume our search for Before I was unceremoniously stuffed into that crate, Sir Albrecht told me of the legend of Sidiou, a dragon regarded as the guardian of the Far East. Though something tells me we would not have much luck with his tale either. The story existed for several thousand years. Only came to these lands a mere millennium ago. Sir Albrecht agreed that the story was most worth our attention was that of the Serpent of the Ruby Sea. This came into being much more recently. I suggest you visit Isari. Try asking the residents if they know anything that might help. Whistle for me once you have found something I should know. That's the one I was after. Onokoro. And then we go west. Potentially southwest. But definitely west. Oh, yeah, it's southwest. Nope. No, it's just west. Southwest is that dungeon I've been putting off doing. There's a lot of stuff here that I have just been putting off. Like, a lot of stuff. I believe that snail there will get you an orchestrion roll. Come on, Sam, remember short, shallow breaths, and you'll be fine. Yeah, I think I might have caught a chill in one of the muscles in my spine. Not my spine. One of the muscles in my back. I think I might just be super tensed up for some reason. So breathing is causing me pain. That's nice. Lovely way to start the day, that one. I'm especially looking forward to climbing in bed, laying on my back, and having a spring just be like, oh, like stab me in the back. Like, ha ha ha, stab, 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 stab. What is that now? Am I familiar with the Serpent of the Ruby Sea? We've struggled to find someone here who's not. The day of my childhood passed without my grandmother telling me that fairy tale. These days hearing the opening line of it alone puts me to sleep in an instant. All the children that dare swim out into that deep blue sea are sure to become the sea serpent's tea. Oh my, I nearly fell asleep there. That's all anyone of my age would be able to tell you. Try asking the elderly woman over there if you want to know more. Oh, just they'll be all talking about the Ruby Princess from that dungeon. Have me tell you the fairy tale of the Serpent of the Ruby Sea? Oh dear child, that is no mere fairy tale. Head over the Coral Banquet if you do not believe me. You'll find a horror beyond your wildest nightmares. Nose misses nothing, especially not the blood of men. So many a tale of wounded pirates falling overboard and being swallowed alive before they could plant their hands on the ship they fell from. Alright, what are we dealing with here? Does it seem like the serpent could be further? It is true we dragons do hunt by following our prey's scent. If not known or kind to swallow men whole, the idea strikes me as awfully barbaric. Well, I doubt this will lead us to My curiosity has been piqued. I simply cannot leave this mystery unsolved. It is also a brilliant excuse for me to engage in a bit of hunting. You cannot hope to draw a beast without bait after all. Head to the coral banquet and I shall join you shortly. Is that where I think is? The short answer is no. Baby dragon. Little baby dragon. No, with bonus dragon. I'm excited for being fully caught up with the story because it means that I can actually drop back to expansions like this one. And like I was saying before my lung cruelly interrupted me. Yeah, I can drop back to expansions like this one and actually unlock trials. Because there are a lot of really cool ones this expansion. Father never mentioned you were this slow, Centaur. I've already hunted a beast that will doubtless lure out the serpent. I still arrived here long before you. Shall go ahead and hurl the bloody meat into the sea. Pray deal with any hungry creatures that are drawn to us. Hi. No, Mr. Baby Dragon? I don't think that was it. Well, I do not know about you, but that was somewhat bigger than what I was expecting. We may have failed to find but in her place we have gained a delicious supper. Now we have the serpent's meat. Let's head back to Bokaisen Hot Springs. The last one back has to prepare dinner. But I'm not a culinarian. I'll give us food poisoning or something. I'll give us sea serpent poisoning. We don't want sea serpent poisoning. It's like regular food poisoning, except, you get it from sea serpent. I'd be expecting something better. I really do like the new Ethernet thing. Oh, it's good to see you returned at last. I must confess I was unable to resist the meat's seductive call, and before I knew it, devoured the vast majority of our spoils. Please, do help yourself to whatever is left. I've stored the scrap. Leftovers. The crate I was sent here in. Pay no attention to anything that may resemble teeth marks. Those are indentations created by the ice. Oh, and anyone could see through that lie. I'm sorry. I do hope my greed does not upset you too much. Why didn't you leave me any good morsels? Calm yourself. Many would count themselves lucky to have the chance to nibble on the meat of such a majestic beast. Regardless, meat is far from our primary concern at the moment. I'm beginning to wonder if the day we find will ever come. But I must not allow myself to lose heart so easily. There are still plenty of legends for us to look into. Hope is far from lost. Pray continue to grant me your support. However, I must say, I could get used to the life in the Far East. Unlike those ish guardians, Ingans harbour no ill feelings towards us Dravanians. You should hear some of the things Karaku says. Keeps remarking that he wants me to stay here for eternity when he introduces me to new people. Seems he believes quite strongly that dragons bring good luck. What is that expression I see on your face? Will it be jealousy? Oh, do not worry yourself, you shall be just as popular here one day. More importantly, one of the new friends I made through Karaku mentioned he knew something that might prove relevant to our search. I was just about to go meet him now. Won't you accompany me? Alright, hands up who thinks it's a Namazu going to try and capture him to sell him. Because I think it is. They're all about their potential profits than Namazu. The shadiest backstreet ever. Give me a moment, I shall call him now. It is I, Onkai. Yep, Namazu. Called it. Oh no, not only is it Namazu, it's Kyoto from earlier. Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours for the wait. Yes, yes. What? Sanctity? Do not worry, no more betrayals. Sworn on all the kami in creation I have. Yes, yes. Sanctity, you have already made Kyoto's acquaintance. Come to hear about dragon legends, yes, yes. There's a place that comes to mind, the Azim Steppe. Get there by following the One River, home of all Namazu. Go way, way upstream. You reach the steppe. Yes, yes. It's here that a monstrous dragon, as dark as the night sky, is set to slumber. Dark as the night sky, you say? No more information do I have. Go to the marketplace on the Azim Steppe, known as Reunion. You may find the answers you seek there. This could be the one. The Horde was home to many dark-scaled dragon after all. Let us hurry to Reunion. Oh, quest 168. Oh, we're almost done. Nice. Yeah, it's only a short one today. Literally just catching up on quests. Bottle Queen. Well, as energetic as these children have come to me, it feels only natural that I try questioning them first. Perhaps you would be best spent asking some of the more mature Aura if they know anything of the dragon Gyodo mentioned. Orania would probably be a get. Black dragon in these parts? Sure, I know of it. Storytellers say the fiend awakens once every few decades, goes on a wild rampage. It's had its fill of destruction, it returns to its lair in the northwestern mountains and slumbers. If any tribe would slay such a beast, it would bring them great honour. We Orania have had our eyes on it for some time. Oh dear. You're looking for the dragon, are you? I did hear there's been a sighting recently. First one in 100 years, apparently. Not that I have any of that nonsense. It would only surprise me if the whole story was dreamt up by some fool Ornia in his cups. You see, the problem with leaving so many quests is your map is just covered. Castilla, they do not talk, if I remember correctly. Seems you'd be better served asking someone else. Yep, sounds about right. Help. These children are not playing nice. I don't suppose you have fared any better. It's said to live in the northwest. The dragon has truly been sighted recently. Our timing is perfect. Glad we did not come this far, only to find it in the midst of a deep slumber. Let's head for the mountains in the northwest. Now, children, do not think it is time for making your way back to Mummy and Daddy. We grown-ups have business to attend to. Alrighty. Bloody mammoths. Just from that music, I've got a feeling that is one of the special ones, like one of the half an hour ones. Ouch. Also, not gonna lie, when they mentioned CDU, I was extremely worried that I would actually have to be, going to fight CDU at some point. But I do not. Crap, is that? Is that a hunt mob? Aswang. So the name's Aswang. Seems as good as an area as any to commence our search. Ready to get started. Yes. Yes, I am. Well then, let us see if we cannot... Wait. What does that smell? We're about to learn that the locals refer to this warrior as a black dragon. Are you also on the hunt for this dragon? Hunt? Perish the thought we have come to speak with it. Now I've heard everything. Speak, you say. You may be calm and willing to talk, but I assure you that black-scaled monster is not in the mood. It has thrashed 8 of our finest warriors. A disgrace, but must inform our Han of the battle's outcome. Well, he certainly wasn't interested in staying here any longer. Come along. I think we may have found where this time. And I'm never going to pronounce that name correctly. It is now ever Jesus. Oh, the baby dragon's dead. That is not ideal. So basically what they've done here is they have repeated the fight from the consort of Nidhogg. I beg you, listen to me. Mad with fury. My voice does not reach her. This clash will only end if one of you perishes. Let us retreat for now, and rethink our approach. This will only end if one of you perishes. Let's just, walk away for a bit. We've come so far and overcome so many obstacles yet. We finally meet we cannot even speak with her. My apologies, but pray return to reunion without me. I need some time to take all this in. Perhaps a spot of hunting would help clear my mind. Yeah, I'm not running all that way. I'm just gonna map travel. Yes, I am somewhat calmer now. Thank you for asking. The key to all of this is discovering the source of Fe's rage. Once we know this, we can decide our next move. Pray give me some time. We will not allow our journey to end in failure. Hey, I gave you like 10 seconds, is that enough? Nice, nice. Very nice indeed. Ah, it is nice to see you again. Pray forgive me. Not made any progress in ascertaining the reason for Fe's rage. It is truly pathetic. Been alive far, far longer than you, yet have nothing to show for it. Surely you did not think me younger than you. You may be small, but you should know that we Dravanians live far longer than any man. Wait. We do live an awfully long time. I think I may have got it. Dravanians live for eons. I've heard tales from Bulimbursty of dragons going into seclusion for centuries while carrying grief in their hearts. Ultimately, they are unable to bear the strain and it breaks something fundamental within them. Many a year will need to pass before I come of age to choose a consort, but I believe they help in saving oneself from the abyss of isolation. This is why your kind elects to marry, is it not? I have no idea why anyone does it. Yeah. For love. Love. Sounds fairly similar to our reason for choosing a consort. Regardless, I'm almost certain that Fe's fury was caused by the profound loneliness she has endured. Over this past millennium, living father side after they spent so long together must have caused her intense anguish. My question is, how do we heal her pain? I see you two survived your talk with the dragon. Was it as fruitful a discussion as you had hoped for? Not that it matters much. A group of Kistian merchants have pooled their resources and hired a hunter, said to be quite handy with a lance. I have my doubts he's capable of slaying a worm, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to watch him try. I wonder who this dragon slayer in question could be. I struggle to imagine that there are many men with the skill to go toe-to-toe with a dragon like Fe. However, if he is truly a threat, we cannot risk him reaching her before us. We may not have a plan, but we have little choice. Come, let's hurry to where we last saw Fe. And to answer your question, Shira, I think the whole magic wings thing is just like a stopgap. And neither Nidhogg nor Hreishvelga need the stopgap. Yeah, maybe. Also, thinking about it, it could be a female dragon trait. Because both Hreishvelga and Nidhogg are male dragons, both with a consort. Both consorts having magic wings. Coincidence? Maybe. However, correlation is not causation. We should be careful of drawing those lines. true. This one was tiny. At least Tiamat was like, you know, quite big. Did it just take up residence in this dungeon? Yeah, that's fair. Where is she? We must find her before that hunter does. 'Tis good to see you again, warrior of light. This is not Estinian's voice. It would seem that we two, as your dragoons, share one target. Though I suppose neither of us still hold that mantle. Old habits do not die so easily. The Azure Dragoon of Ishgard. This is a problem with having only one deep voice. Right down here. And having two characters, which are both sharing the exact same voice. Because you find like you're trying to make them separate characters, but at the same time I can only do one voice in deep. Who exactly is your diminutive friend, Samtidi? Oh, well, he's a dragon. Journey to the far east in search of an ancient worm's consort? Quite a tale indeed. At the end of mine own journey, I chose to continue my travels and eventually found myself in the far east. It was here that word of the dragon you seek reached mine ears. Yeah, that'd be cool, Tom. That'd be cool. Best of luck with that. It had been my intention to act as an intermediary between man and dragon, assuming the beast could be reasoned with. If not, I was prepared to brandish my lance. Regardless, I would wager that the young one has the right of it. What's more, she is doubtless still suffering from the effects of Nidhogg's hateful dirge that summoned the Horde. Dreadworm's hold over his brood was absolute. His unquenchable thirst for vengeance spread through the halls, leaving none untouched. To think one of them was able to resist the call to decimate Ishgard. It should come as no surprise that she would succumb to madness. However, spent a millennium in solitude resisting Nidhogg's demands for vengeance. I can think of but one way she may be saved. We weaken her enough that she is willing to listen to reason. We've already tried that approach. It did not work last time, and I very much doubt repeating it will change anything. I do not advocate the same approach, little one. I would have you do more than simply talk to her. Nay, you should use your roar. That is the only way we can hope to let her know that the war is ended, and that her consort awaits her return in the skies above. My roar? You have the two dragoons that bested Nidhogg at your side. There is naught to fear. All you need to do is harness your roar to clear the haze that clouds the worm's eyes. I shall do my best. Should we fail again, I fear we may not be blessed with another chance. Pray lend me your strength as your dragoons. Let us depart. The frenzied dragon awaits us on Bardam's metal. The time is nigh to free her from the war's tragedy. Not gonna lie, I'm most excited for the armour that I'm gonna get from this. Although Sydney's like, I shall draw her attention while you attack. literally does not do anything. Meow. I'm assuming that they'll do that so that I can actually use abilities like full thrust. I'm pretty sure that does more damage if you stood behind. And let me target the wings now. Alrighty. I see how it is. Hi little dragon, it's kind of hard to be like, we mean you no harm, when we are presently stabbing it in the ribs. That's kind of not how we mean you no harm works. Yeah, have an eyeball. Oh, I'm apparently not allowed to give him an eyeball. Oh, okay. I need to run back here and that'll apparently heal me a bit. Oh, crikey. I love how this is basically like a mixture of hey, learn how to use your abilities and tank swapping. Just like, this is getting a bit too painful. You take aggro for a bit. Like, you're taking a bit too much damage, I'll take aggro for a bit, Matt. With me. Nod. Now, little one, roar with all your being. Hear my cry! Wah! Why must we go to war? I have no ill will, no desire to fight. I have only silence, a most deafening silence. It's no use. I cannot reach her. Do not be so quick to abandon hope, my son. Verdofnir. I am come for thee, dearest Fafafafaf. Those wings of white, how have they filled my dreams? Vedefernil. My love. My love. Father. Oh, it wasn't Trishvelgas. It was Vedderfornir. Noble Dragoons, on Kai, I give you my thanks. Were it not for your succor, I would not have been reunited with my beloved. Allow me to thank you as well. I had truly thought Vidderfalnir lost to me. Your words will scarce be enough to convey mine appreciation. Sure, that's only funny because, like, I'm pretty sure we were on about that the other day with Stan's cat. Like, Father, please, I require sustenance. I had a full bowl. No, it wasn't, it was Chop's cat. It was Chop's cat because it was completely full bowl. But the cat was just meowing at him, staring at him. Just until he stood up. And then the cat would like dash off to eat from the bowl. We're just going, Father, I haven't eaten for 300 years. Where is the food? And as soon as Chop stood up, he just like dashed back to the bowl. When the conflict began, 1,000 years passed. Nidhogg demanded that we exact vengeance upon man. However, I refused to allow his hatred to take root within me. I could not bring myself to forget the days when we soared the azure skies with Vedderfalnir, night on back. A dragon cannot simply shut her ears to her sire's call. To do so would cause her great torment. Thus I bid flee to the east, that she might live in peace until her final strains of the Dragon Song War did fade to an end. Duty bound to protect Zenith, I remained behind in Dravania. But ever did I regret not following my heart and my beloved. It was after she left for eastern lands that thou didst come into this world, my son. Now I finally see why I was given the name, meaning one born of sadness. Alas, I fear I will never be your match, Father. Fafer barely even noticed my roar. Belittle not your efforts, old Kai. I should not have known to come here, were it not for thy roar. It reached mine ears strong and clear, as I soared the skies above. Father! Well, I suppose you are keen to talk with Fafer. Been quite some time since you last met, after all. Let us make haste. I'm not used to seeing my father so enamoured. Please zoom up. Fade to black. I don't want to see that. Thanks. I imagine because of the humanoid part, they probably won't. give both of you my sincerest thanks. I find myself especially indebted to you, Septide. Our adventures investigating these legends shall live long in my memory. And you, as your Dragoon, your strength far exceeds the tales I have heard. Your words are appreciated, but the appellation is unnecessary. I've long since left that life behind. My past experiences with Nidhogg made me eager to see Fefefe saved. The Dreadworm took me as his vessel. I felt his mad heart's palpitations as mine own. There was no end to the sadness and distress that flowed from his soul. However, it was this ordeal that allowed me to harness the dragon within, whilst retaining my own sense of self. I can do that too. You ought to be capable of that by now. It shall doubtless serve you well in the battles to come. If you are truly done with your old title, then I have a new proposal for one. The Crimson Dragoon. Much more befitting that of the two of you fight alongside dragons, harnessing their strength as your own. I can see myself warming up to this new name. The best of luck to you, Onkai. I expect you will to be as strong as your father the next time our paths do cross. Warrior of Light, I look forward to the day when we are able to fight side by side once more. Keep well. He shall have nothing to worry about. I'll become just as careful as father, so that I may someday soar the skies with a dragoon like you on my back. Thank you once again for everything. It is now time for me to begin the journey home with father and Fefefe. But know that I will ever be in your debt. I sincerely hope this is not the last of our adventures. Smiley face. Fighting alongside your friends stirs the blood of the dragon within. This concludes the dragon quest for Stormblood. Nice. Yeah, we don't need to fiddle with any of that. Dragon gauge. We're getting an eyeball now. Nice. I feel like there is an ability missing from that. Alright, let's have a look. Not gonna lie. Not a fan of it. I mean, I'll take the spear. The spear looks nice. Nice little stabby stick. But the rest of the armour, eesh. Right, so what we do here is we go somewhere really nice, like Ralga's Reach. Could be like the Xenomorphs. Jesus Christ. I hope not. I don't even know why I'm running all this way, because I'm not actually going to start this quest yet. I'm probably going to do other stuff on Final Fantasy later today. But I suppose it'll give us some like continuity for the next next time we stream. Speaking of continuity for the next time we stream, that's more like it. Now I look like a Dragoon. But yeah, thanks for joining for this. How long was it? Uh, 1 hour 11. Yeah. Thanks for joining for this. I'm going to end stream now. I appreciate that you want me to keep streaming Shira, but today is pretty much just I'm catching up on Dragoon stuff, and we'll have actual Final Fantasy streams later on. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I shall catch you next time. Bye now.